Right, okay. So let's begin with our new lesson, so which is measurement associated with electricity. So this is again a practical and interesting one. So here you are going to learn about the basic principles of electricity, how this energy used in the day-to-day life, and also how we can create different circuits using this. And before we begin, I would like to do small experimental thing, right? So there are things to learn about here. You have to know how to measure voltage, how to measure the amperage and the resistance also. So let's before moving towards, so let's go through the basic stuff, a basic circuit, and then so we can explore this further. And so we can learn about the conductors, insulators, also various type of components, resistors, and etc. Okay, so I would like to focus on these two applications. One is circuit construction kit, so which is very simple DC circuit construction simulation system by Colorado University. So I'll be sending that link to you. So that is number one thing that we are going to consider. And number two is we are going to consider about Tinkercad. So this might be new to you. So let's create account if you have not done. So please log into tinkercad.com, this one, and you have to create a new account there to start creating circuits. Do you have account in Tinkercad? Tinkercad account එකක් තියෙනවද පුතේ?
No, sir.
No, right, okay. So are you using computer now or the mobile phone?
Mobile phone. Sir.
Mobile phone, okay. So can you use the computer or laptop now, or is it difficult?
Is it difficult, sir? Nangi again Zoom meeting
join. Join another, right? Okay, it's okay, it's okay. So then I'll show you. So you can watch the recording and do the stuff like by your own after she has finished her classes, right? එයා ඒක ඉවර කරාට පස්සේ අපි මේව කරමු. දැනට මම කරන ටික බලාගෙන ඉන්න. Here actually when you go to the tinkercad.com mobile phone එකකින් පුළුවන්. කලින් එක නම් mobile එකකින් පුළුවන්. This one you can do using mobile phone easily. But දෙවෙනි එක ගත්තම ඒකේ සමහර ඒවා drag and drop වැඩ කරන්නේ. එහෙම problem එකක් තියෙනවා. Okay, let me log in. So it will ask how I want to log in into tinkercad.com. There I need to select personal accounts. May option නෙවෙයි personal account select කරන්න ඕන. How to select here. Then I can use sign in with Google. Sign in with Google. Then it will display my Gmail accounts. Out of these Gmails, I can select active Gmail account to log into the Tinkercad interface. ඔයාගේ Gmail එක select කරලා Gmail එකෙන්ම log වෙන්න පුළුවන්. So then you will get this. There you have to go to the circuit part. Not 3D design, there's something called circuits. Create. So under circuit, you can create new circuit, which is this green color button. Okay, let's do the basic experiments first. Okay, the easiest thing. Okay, so we need to know about battery. The battery, you can measure the battery voltage using voltage voltmeter. So negative side and positive side, if you touch them, you can measure the voltage. Actually, this is a 9-volt battery. So voltmeter is used to measure the voltage. Same time, there's something called ammeter or milliammeter. So that can be used to measure the current. Actually, in order to measure the current, we need to create a circuit, right? So let's use a switch, a bulb. Let's connect this. You can create the same. Using mobile phone also, you can create this circuit in this one. Make a mobile phone again, okay? Okay. I'll send the link again if you want. Then let's connect this wire to the okay. Initially amperage is 0 because current is not passing through, but when you turn on the switch, you can see there is amperage, that is 0.9 amperes. Here, 0.9 amperes. But voltage is there, even though the current passing or not, the voltage will be there. Here voltage is, you can say 9 volts. So what is this voltage? What is this amperage? Okay, first of all, just create this circuit and try to measure the voltage, amperage both quickly. Okay, that is enough. Any doubt, please ask, right? Okay, the first thing here that we are going to measure is under the electricity. So you can see here there are 2 batteries and a bulb and a switch. So this is a simple circuit which will light up a bulb when you turn on the switch. So what will actually happen? So let's learn the science behind this. So when you connect this switch, when you turn on the switch, actually the circuit will be complete. Circuit will be completed. So it's like, okay, let's say there is a tap line and there is a tank. This tank is filled with water. Then this tank is connected to a pipeline like this. And let's say in this pipeline, there is a tap to control the flow. Okay, so there is a tap to control the flow here. The tap. This tap is to control the flow. Okay, when you turn on the tap or when you open the valve, so you know the high density water concentration or the density, whatever, so you can say water level or amount of water is high in the tank and amount of water is low in here. So what will happen from the high place to low place, water will flow, right? So that is what happening. Water will flow from the high water, like high water density to low water density. වතුර වැඩි තැන ඉඳන් අඩු තැන වෙනකන් වතුර ටික ගලාගෙන එනවා. මොකද මෙතන වතුර ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි. ඒ හින්දා මෙතන වතුර ප්‍රමාණය අඩු තැනට, so this water, so basically when you open the tap it will flow. Similarly in electronics there are, so still actually we have not studied in that much deep, but the thing is, so when this negative edge comes, there are something called electrons in this edge. In this edge there are things called electrons. Okay, electrons, you know. So what will happen to these electrons when the circuit is completed? These electrons, when circuit completed, these electrons will come from the negative edge to the positive edge, where the electron density in the positive edge is very low. Therefore, from high density or high concentration area to the low concentration area, electrons will flow. So that is what happening here in the circuit. So that is actually displayed here. Just see this circuit. So let me clear out this. When I turn on the switch, you can see electrons are flowing from the negative edge to the positive edge. So because the electrons electron density is high here and it is low here, so those electrons are flowing. So because these electrons are flowing from this edge to this edge, we call there is a current. But we measure the current other side. අපි current එක measure කරන්නේ අනිත් පැත්තට. දැන් electrode මේ පැත්තේ නම් මේ පැත්තට එනකොට අපි කියනවා current එකක් ධනාග්‍රේ සිට ඍණාග්‍රයට, plus to minus, there is a current. Okay, when electrons are coming from the negative to positive, we call there is a power going, conventional current going from positive to negative. But actually electron flow is reverse. The current flow, conventional power flow is the other side. Okay, that is what happening when you turn on this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So I would like you to experiment on this a little. Right, there are different type of, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Right. So can you just search internet for this? I just need you to list down these things. So this is a small experiment actually. So let's do that quickly. So create a table. So in this side, please write type of battery. So in this side, can you write typical voltage? So just do a small experiment. So just do the basic, right? There are a lot of batteries, but just see. So what are the basic battery types that you can find? Just go through and try to find the different batteries, and then type the typical voltage of these batteries. Can you list down this amperage also? Not necessary, but the thing is, okay, for the moment, just write the voltage. Let's see. I'll give you 5 minutes. Just do this experiment quickly.
Okay.
So typically, so voltage of this AA battery. AA battery, what is the voltage? If you have discovered. Normally, what is the voltage? Normally, right? So there can be like high voltage and different voltage batteries, but typically if you take a AA battery, it will take like 1.5 volt. Basically, if you take a AA battery, the voltage of this is basically 1.5 volt. That is one example. But it can be different, right? AA battery. So 1.5 volt. That is a typical voltage. And so there's another thing called coin cell battery. Coin cell battery. Here, this is coin cell. So typical voltage of coin cell is 3 volt. 3 volt. The coin cell is 3 volt. Did you find anything else? Coin cell. So coin cell battery, that is 3 volt. Did you find anything else? Hello? Sanidhi? Yes? Anything else did you find? Or not yet? Okay, so there are like A category, A battery also there, right? A battery is basically this one. So these are different like variants you can see here. So this is a D category, C category, AA, AAA. This is 4As, right? 4A battery, and this is called PP3 battery. So these are some examples, right? Here, D battery, C battery, AA, and AAA. These are some types, right? And here also you can see C, D, and so there are a lot of batteries actually, but I just want you to find the typical categories only, basic categories, right? Okay, so you can just further explore this. For the moment, I will test in this using. So there is a like the square type battery. Have you seen this 9 volt battery? 9 volt battery. That is the square type battery. Right. So what is the name of that? It is called type of battery is called. So that is typically 9 volt here. Yeah. So it's only 9 volt battery, right? Here the 9 volt battery. So basically the 9 volt battery is 9 volt. No need to tell about that. But this is basically the shape is like a square. Okay, then right, let's use them here. A 9 volt battery, a coin cell battery, 1.5 volts, typical battery. So these are some examples of batteries that we can. Okay, so if I ask you to create a small circuit to light up LED bulb, which battery will light up LED bulb properly? Yes, LED bulb එක පත්තු කරන්න කිව්වොත් මොන battery එකෙන්ද පත්තු වෙන්නේ හරියට? So which battery will light up the LED properly?
AA battery.
So I can put LED. Let's put the LED and see. LED එකක් දාලා බලමු අපි. Basically, LEDs, different colors are having different voltages. LED වලත් වෙනස් වෙනවා. එක එක color වලට voltage පොඩ වෙනස් වෙනවා. So normally LED voltage that is by color, there is a difference. You can see here. Normally white LED will take 3.2 volt. Red LED will take 1.8 volt. එතකොට අර ඔයාගේ battery එකේ මොකද්ද? AA battery එකේ කොච්චරද voltage එක? What is the voltage of this AA battery? 1.5.
1.
Is it enough to light up LED?
No, sir.
No. So red එක නම් පොඩ්ඩක් පුළුවන්. The red color one because 1.8 but still not enough, but you can just give a try, right? Red one. Let's connect the anode here, cathode here. Let's try to turn on, but there will be small light, but that is not that much bright, right? But there are ways that you can do. You can connect the batteries parallelly or serially. Right, let's take another battery. I need another battery because one battery is not enough. Therefore, I can put another battery. Now I have 2 batteries. How can I increase the voltage? Okay, these are basic things, but you need to know how can I increase the voltage. Now I have two 1.5, 1.5, two double A batteries. So can I try to light up the LED bulb now? Will it be enough?
Yes, sir.
Yes, 1.5 plus 1.5 will be 3 volt. So how can I get the 3 volt now? So which edges I need to connect? Okay, LED, you know the shorter edge. Shorter edge is called cathode. ඍණාග්‍රය වෙන්නේ කෙටි ආග්‍රය තමයි ඍණාග්‍රය වෙන්නේ. Or shorter edges. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේක පොඩි මෙහෙම කෑල්ලක් තියෙනවා. මේ කෙලින් තියෙන පැත්ත තමයි අපි ඍණ විදියට ගන්න cathode. So let's connect cathode to that. The positive edge is the other edge. And කොහොමද connect කරන්නේ? How can I connect? Can you suggest? How can I connect? Because I have two batteries now. The battery දෙකක් remote එකට එහෙම දානකොට කොහොමද දාන්නේ? I think you have observed this, right? How can you put batteries into the remote? So which edges you need to connect? Yes, which edges you need to connect?
Opposite edges.
Opposite edges. Okay, you can connect like this. This can be connected with this edge. This can be connected with positive, can be connected with negative. Then this can be connected with the LED bulb. So let's see. Let's place this, and you can see, oh, what will happen? LED bulb will burn. You can see what is the issue. Current to the LED is 136 milliamperes, where the absolute maximum is 20 milliamperes. Now the problem comes. Voltage is okay, but now more amperes. What is amperes? Voltage is actually, voltage is something like, you can say it is the energy level. So let's say a waterfall is falling down. Height of the waterfall, the highest position and the lowest position, the gap between that, you can say that is the energy level. උස්සම තැනයි අර වතුර පාරක් උස දියැලකට එද්දි උස්සම තැනයි මිටිම තැනයි අතර නැත්නම් ඒකේ උස waterfall එකේ උස වැඩි වෙද්දි මොකද වෙන්නේ? What will happen when height is more? What will happen to the energy? Will it be more or less? If more height, more energy, right? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
So
sir.
if more height, more energy, right? If more height, more energy, that is the way. So if waterfall height is high, the energy will be high. එතකොට දැන් මෙතන මම voltage වැඩි කරනවා කියන්නේ, if I increase the voltage, it is like I'm increasing the height of waterfall. There will be more energy. So what is amperage then? What is ampere? Voltage is that. The voltage කියන්නේ කොච්චර උසකින් වතුර වැටෙනවද වගේ. හරි, දැන් මෙතන තියෙනවා electricity current. So first one is actually they have connected the bulb. The second one they have connected a motor to rotation purpose, right? So there are two things here. One is galvanometer, the other one is milliammeter, right? A center zero galvanometer or a center zero milliammeter can be used to identify the direction of the electric current. The මැද බින්දු galvanometer. නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා center zero galvanometer කියලා. ඒක අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන්. We can use that to identify the direction of current. Current එක මොන දිශාවටද යන්නේ? දාන කියන අපි පැත්තක් තියෙනවනේ current එක යාර. ඒක හොයාගන්න අපි ගන්නවා මේක. එතකොට මේ පැත්තට යනවා නම් if it is going right side, so we can measure that is voltage from here to here. If it is going the other side, then the voltage goes the other direction. So that need to be measured, right? And you can see here. So that is connected. This is milliammeter. It is connected here, and it is turning this way. Means the power goes from. So you can measure which direction the power goes. Okay. And these measurements I will explain. So what is milliampere? What is microampere? I'll explain anyway. So you can just see here, there is a small concern because here you can see 136 milliamperes. 136 milliamperes, where the absolute maximum is 20 milliamperes. Therefore, the LED will burn. So I just need one thing today. So what is amperage? මොකද්ද මේ amperage කියන්නේ දැන්? voltage එක කියන්නේ නම් ශක්තිය. කොච්චර උසක ඉඳන් වතුර වැටෙනවද වගේ හරියට. voltage එක කියන්නේ. amperage එක කියන්නේ. So what is the amperage?
A unit we can use to measure the current.
Yeah, that is a unit we can measure the current. Actually, that is the amount of current that you are getting. Energy of current, or the, you can say the energy level or the level difference is the voltage. Amount is like the amperage. එක හරියට මේ වගේ. අපි හිතමු උස මේව එකකින් ටැංකිය එකකින් වතුර වැටෙනවා. උස ටැංකිය එකකින් වතුර වැටෙනවා. ටැංකිය උස වැඩි වෙන්න. If height of the tank is high, then the energy level of water is also high. නේද? වතුර වේගෙන් එනවනේ. උස වැඩි වෙන්න වතුරේ උස වැඩි වෙන්න වතුර වේගෙන් එනවා. මේ බටේ දිගේ. right? එක දිගේ වේගෙන් එනවා. So if the height of this is high, then there will be more energetic water. ඒ කියන්නේ අර ජල විදුලි නිෂ්පාදනය කරන්නේ. විදුලි බලාගාරයේ උඩින්නේ හදන්නේ. ජලාශය උඩින් හදලා බලාගාරය යටින් හදන්නේ. එතකොට මේ එන වේගයට තමයි ටර්බයින් එකක් කරකෙන්නේ. A turbine rotate because of the speed of water. හරි, ඊළඟට another thing is amount of water. එතකොට මේ වතුර බටේ හරහා කොච්චර වතුර එනවද? අපි දැක්කද මේක මැනිපුලේටිව් වල දැක්ක නේද? So see how we measured the amperage. මේ අපි නිකන් මෙතන වතුර බටේ හරහා මෙහෙම we are just checking. So then 0.9 amperes. ඉතින් මේක හරහා කොච්චර වතුර යනවද? amperage එක වැඩි වෙද්දි when amperage is high you need a bigger wire. amperage එක වැඩි වෙන්න wire එක ලොකු වෙන්න ඕනයි. වතුර වැඩිපුර යන්න. වතුර නෙවෙයි අතට electrons වැඩිපුර යන්න බෑ. Therefore you need to have a big wire. More amperes, big wire. Small wire එකක් දැම්මොත් what will happen if you put a small wire for less amperes? තීනි wire එකක් දානවා අපි. ලොකු ampere ගානක් යන්නේ. What will happen? මොනවා වෙයිද? ඒක හරියට චූටි බටයක් දාලා ලොකු වතුර ප්‍රමාණයක් දැන් ගංගකින් එන වතුර යන පොඩි බටයක් දානවා. මොකක් වෙයිද? So what will happen? Due to pressure that can blast, right? එන පීඩනය නිසා ඒක පිපිරිලා යන්න පුළුවන්. බටේ කැඩිලා යන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ තමයි මෙතන නිකන් fuse එකක් වගේ මෙහෙම දැම්මා. ඒතර ලොකු current එකක් එද්දි චූටි wire එකක් දැම්මොත් wire එක පිච්චිලා යනවා. It's working as a fuse, acting as a fuse. Because that power it cannot tolerate, so it will burn. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ තමයි here the LED, what will happen to the LED? LED will burn because LED cannot tolerate that power. Right? LED will burn out. LED එක පිච්චිලා යනවා. So what can we do? Now we need the third concept. Okay, we learn about the first concept. First concept is nothing other than the voltage. Voltage is the energy level. It's like the height of the waterfall. And the second is amperage. That is the amount of water dropping through a certain point is called the amperage. It's similar to the amperage. It's not called amperage. It's similar to the amperage. That is amount of water. Then the third concept is if that is too high, what you need to do? If this amperage is too high, you can control. How? How can you control? The voltage එක වැඩි නම් voltage එක අඩු නම් වැඩි කරගන්න පුළුවන්. You can connect batteries serially and increase the voltage. Voltage එක අඩු නම් වැඩි කරගන්න පුළුවන් battery serial. හරි, voltage එක වැඩි නම් ඉතින් අඩු කරගන්නත් තියෙනවා. steppers, step down modules තියෙනවා. ඒකට voltage එක වැඩි එක අඩු කරගන්නත් පුළුවන්. අර තියෙන්නේ ඔය power pack වගේ තියෙන්නේ. 230 එනවා ගෙදරට current එක. හැබැයි ඕගන් එක ගහන්න අපි 12 volt power pack එකක් ගහගන්න. මාළු ටැංකියට so if you want to give a light to the fish tank, we use 12 volt. So to charge the mobile, we use 5 volt or 12 volt. So small charger. We are stepping down. වැඩි එක අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. අඩු එක වැඩි කරගන්නත් පුළුවන්. So that is about the voltage. So what happened? This amperage is high. Then what we need to do? Ampere ගාන වැඩි වෙද්දි මොකද කරන්නේ? Or amperage or voltage, whatever. If it is more than enough, so what we can do? we can actually use a resistor. Right? This is what the resistor is. You can use a resistor and control the current. Here, I'm going to put a resistor to this side. The resistors has resistance. This is actually 1 kilo ohm, that is bigger. So let's put ohms here. Let's put 100 ohms. Ohms will make a money. Ohm is the measurement unit which is measuring the resistance. Okay, let's connect the resistor now to this edge and this edge. You can see if I simulate. So now you can see it is okay, manageable. Light is. So if I measure the current here also. So if you use a resistance here, if you use a resistor here, you can do this using a mobile phone. Right? If you use a resistor and connect it here, so what will happen? That will limit the. Okay, so use a resistor. Now you can see this 0.45 amperes. It's not that much, half of the previous. So you can control this. This is 10 ohms actually. You can increase the ohms. You can see if it is 100 ohms. Okay, 100 ohms. It is 0.08. Right? 0.08. So likewise, we can control the current using resistors. More ohms, what will happen? It will block the current. Less ohms, it will limit the current. Very less ohms, then no issue, right? Actually, no resistance at all. So when you have resistance, you can control. Here also, you can use a resistor and control the power. Then make it 100 ohm. Let's say 10 ohms. 10 ohms, then here still it is too much, right? 58.4 amperes. I'll give you equation. There is an equation to calculate these things. So V equal IR, there is an equation. So I'll teach you that, not today. I'll be doing some mathematics and also calculations next day. So here 10 ohms, not enough, right? 58. So let's control that. See what happened when I change the ohms, 20 ohms. Still 37 milliamperes, too much. Trying 30 ohms. Still 37, right? 37. Yeah, 30 ohms. Still 27, that is 2. Now 30 ohms. What happened if I change the resistance? So what you can see? When I change the resistance, something happens. See again, 10 ohms, 20 ohms, 30 ohms, 40 ohms. What will happen when I change the resistance? Yes, something is happening. What is that? Hello? Yes, yes, yes.
Current අඩු වෙනවා.
Current එක අඩු වෙනවා, ඒක හරි. අපි තව දෙයක් වෙනවා බලන්න මේ resistor එකට මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා ඔන්න මම ආයෙ දාලා බලන්න. ඔන්න 20 දානවා බලන්න. මොකද වෙන්නේ? 200 දාන්නද මේ? 70 මේ? Something happened. Resistor එකට මොකක් හරි වෙනවා බලන්න මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. 1 ohm, 10 ohm.
Okay.
What you can see?
Change the color code.
Change the color, yes. Right? ඒකෙන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? color එක change වෙනවා when I change this when I change this what do you call resistance, the color change. මේවා මේ ඔයගලන්ට තියෙනවා electronics වල හැබැයි science වල දීලා නැහැ මෙච්චර resistors වල color band තියෙනවා, right? Color codes තියෙනවා calculate කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. Here actually, so I'll show you the color code calculators here. Maintain resistance. So this is amount resistance. So based on the color, resistance change. අපි මේ 4 strip resistor එකක් ගමුකෝ. Resistance එක, so let's say 10 ohms. Okay, so let's say first එක අපි දාමු red, right? First is red, second is green, third is okay, silver එකක් දාගමු අපි. Let's put silver there. So let's put green there. So green, you can see 0.55 ohms. Right, you can change the color, right? White, 95. The brown, 0.15. The color එක අනුව තමයි ohm ගාන තීරණය වෙන්නේ. You can see. So let's put blue color. Second digit is 0. Then, okay, so let's say here, so if you want to make it like 1x, like 63 ohms, so then this will be so 100 ohms ගන්න ඕන නම් අපිට පුළුවන් මේක 100 කරගන්න ඕනේ. 93 100 වලට ළඟයි. So this is white, and then you can say white, white and black. So that is closer to 100 ohms. White, black, and here gold is showing the change. Anyway, when you change this, when you change the color, so not change, so you cannot change the color of the resistor basically. So resistors you can purchase from electronic shop, and based on the color code you can calculate the resistance of the resistor. Okay, let's see a resistor. So this resistor, so what is the actually, so see the color right here, you can see brown, then black, brown, black, so this gold one. So let's see. So here this is gold strip. Okay, the other things, these two, this is also black, where's the black? Okay, black. Here this is also black. Okay, then this one is brown, right? Okay, you can see it is 10 ohms. So when you calculate here, 10 ohms. It is 10 ohms. Brown, black, or brown, black, gold. Here you can see brown, black, gold is 10 ohms. So when I change this to 100 ohms, you can say brown, black, brown, gold, brown, black, brown, gold. It is 100 ohms exactly. So understood how this color code. So no need to actually know. So in your examination, you won't be given like questions to find the color code and all these things, but you don't have that. But there are calculators that you can use in the internet. So this is example. So you can use the calculator to calculate that. But just understand the resistance. Resistance means amount of, so more the resistance, more blocking. So you can see 100 ohms blocks more. See the color of the LED. So I'm changing this to 1000 ohms. See the color of LED. What has happened when it is 1000? What has happened to the color of LED? Is it brighter or less brighter?
Less brighter.
Okay, 10,000 ohms. You can see it. Then here, so it's a very big amount of resistance. Or you can say kilo ohms. You can see LED is nil, right? No light at all in the LED. So let's reduce 1000 kilo ohm. Here you can see 100 kilo ohm, still no light. 10 kilo ohm, no. 1 kilo ohm, still very less. But let's reduce that to ohms. 1 ohm, now more light. There is more than enough. 50 ohms, you can see this mediate control. So can you see how can we control this? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we learn about 3 basic concepts today: voltage, amperage, resistance. So let's recall them. Voltage is like a waterfall. So there is the potential difference. If height is high, more difference is there. If height is more, then the difference will be more. That potential difference is the voltage. Here, these are few batteries. This is 3-volt battery. This is 9-volt battery. This is 12-volt battery. This is another 1.5-volt battery. Okay, so we learn about the voltage and how to measure this using voltmeter. Still, we didn't see that practical, but we will learn. So these are some batteries, and the voltage is given here. Okay, then the next thing that we have learned is amperage, right? I think we can finish this lesson next day, but just brief in this. Amperage is amount of electrons or the amount of current passed through. It is amperage. More the amperage, it can damage the device. If amperage is high, it can damage the device. Not only that, voltage is also high, it can also damage the device. When amperage is high, more amperes are going through the device, and that can be heated. It is one reason, or it can even burn. It will work like a fuse. But to reduce the ampere, what you can do is you can use a resistor and increase the resistors. Different resistors will have different colors based on the resistance. First band, second band, third band, like you saw how this change the color when you change the voltage. Okay, those are the 3 principles that we have learned. Actually, I need you to do small experiment on this. Please do this experiment at home. First, I have used the bulb here. Now, the second thing is use the bulb with this coin cell battery. The positive edge can connect with the positive. So what do you think? Will it light up the coin cell? Coin cell has 3 voltages. Will it be okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So no harm. You can see it's giving more than enough current, 61.9. But not this much of current. We make it current එකක් then double level පොඩ්ඩක් current එක වැඩි. So amperage එක වැඩි වෙනකොට පුතේ, when amperage is high, the durability will also be high. Ampere ගාන වැඩි වෙද්දි ගොඩාක් වෙලා මේ bulb එක පත්තු කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේ battery ඉක්මනට බහිනවා. Because less amperage in this battery. Voltage එක වැඩි තමයි, හැබැයි amperage එක අඩුයි. So what about putting LED here to 9-volt battery? What will happen? මේකට දැන් මොනවා වේද? Yes. Connecting LED to 9-volt battery, what will happen?
It will burn.
It will burn, sure. හරිද? එන්න lab එකේ කරන්න යන්න එපා අපරාධ LED ටික. Here it will burn. The reason is you are getting 915 milliamperes. Oh my god. Closer to 1 ampere නේද? Ampere එකක් විතර එනවා. ඒක වැඩිනේ. It's too heavy. So can you suggest the resistance? Resistor එක කීයක් වගේ දාන්නේ අපි? The resistor එකක් දාන්න එපා. කීයද දාන්නේ කියලා නිකන් කියන්න බෑ. Just guess and tell me. You're getting closer to 1000 milliamperes. So can you guess what should be your resistor? Yes, what is ideal? Hello? Hello? Yes, Pute? 50 Madive. Let's put 50 and
1500.
1500? 1500?
500, sir.
500 ohms. 500 ohms, I think it's also 500 ohms also not enough because this is there, so can be controlled. Yeah, it's okay. Let's control this to 100, but not enough. You can see, still you can see 65. So 300 would be, I think, closer to, no, still, yeah, 22, 400, right? So around 400 ohms you need. Then you can control the power. Okay, I need you to do this experiment using these two tools, this one and this one. Please practice and also try with, there is an interesting thing. Have you tried lemon battery in your school? Have you tried that? This one?
Yes, sir.
Have you lighted up a LED එකක් පත්තු කරලා බැලුවද මේකේ?
No, try, sir.
පත්තුන්නේ නැහැ.
Yes.
මදි LED එකක් පත්තු කරන්න මදි පුතේ කරන්ට් එක බලන්න මේක නෝ කරලා. So let's measure and see. So you'll get you can get the voltmeter, milliammeter, so those things to measure. මේක අරගෙන measure කරන්න පුළුවන්. Let's measure the multimeter එකෙන් measure කරමුකෝ. You can see the negative to negative. Positive to positive. Let's measure this. It is only millivolt in here. It's only millivolts, so not enough. So what do you need? How can you light up there? The madi nita kota dehe gediya. Lemon gediya madi. Inda mogada karane. Lemon gedi keepayak ganna ne. Get few lemon. Get few lemons. Lemons keepayak ganna. One lemon. Oh, sorry, not this. Another lemon. Another lemon. Now 3 lemons. So let's connect plus to the negative. This plus to the negative again. And now let's try to see using multimeter. Positive, negative. 1.5 with the raise on it. Yeah, it's closer to 1.5. Still, not enough to lighten up. You need at least 4. What? The 4. You need at least 4. 4 lemons to generate this lemon battery. Okay, so these things you can experiment and see. Okay, Putya, I'll stop from here for today. Next day, I'll be discussing the remaining things, right? We have to finish the lesson. I'll be discussing that part next day. Good night.
Sir, thank you. Good night, sir.
Okay.